Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers? This is Wayne, and in this video we'll be discussing the teardown and rebuild of my 500-gallon system. If you already didn't know, I was battling some algae problems from when I was moving my tank sand for this move. Actually, the reason why I'm moving is because it was built in the wall, and if I have to service, I'll always have to walk outside of my house around to the back. So in preparation for this move, there was a few things I did before it started. The first thing I did was get all the different types of tubs, pond liners, in order to put the live rock and water and some of the fish in. I end up saving pretty much half the water. So once I did that, I removed the sump from underneath the tank and took it outside and cleaned it and removed all the unwanted algae and stuff. I took the routine skimmer and the return pump and had put it in a vinegar bath. And then I moved all the rock and water and put them in the 2 tubs that I had set off to the side. Then I had a man come through and buff it out, remove all the scratches. This is an acrylic tank, and it's made with 1.5 inch acrylic all the way around. Correction, it's on the front and back panels. The side panels are only 1 inch. So he went through a series of wet sanding from 320 all the way up to 3,000 grit. It took about 6 to 8 hours for him to complete everything. And pretty much this is what happened after the 300, before he started hand sanding, and then he started buffing and then later polishing the tank with the buffer. It was a very interesting how the tank looks so much different now. When it was empty, you could see like every little scratch. There was even deep scratches that I didn't even know existed, pretty much because I know some sand got in between that and the magic eraser and scratched the inside of the tank. This is where he's in the final stages, where he's polishing everything out, at least the front panel. He still had to do the sides, and there's a pretty good difference. You can see the before and after of him, of the tank, after he finished polishing it on the inside. He was kind of like a deer in headlights, because he never seen a tank this big to work on it, and so it took a bit longer than he thought it would take. But that's how it looks now, and you see the before and after of how it looks. Once he finished the buffing and we cleaned everything out, I went and re-aquascaped the tank. I didn't have enough water, even though I added another 250 gallons to it after this was done. The reason why the probes are all in the main display is because you know, the water got a little cold, and I wanted to keep all the fish warm as much as possible. I'm actually liking the bare bottom look. I thought I would have, you know, act some kind of way with it, but you know what, it looks clean. I can start putting stuff down there and watching it grow like I wanted to, and let the magic happen. And that's how the tank looks after the aquascape, and you will start to see a current how it looks now, that once I got the lights moved over above it to give you what it looks like. So as you can see, I finally have access to all 3 sides. No more leaving the house to go around into the back to do what I need to do. So eventually I will do a future video on how I reset up my sump and everything. So leave your opinions, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and everybody have a good weekend.